Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes joining us this morning, and wow, a lot of not just national but now worldwide attention. And we're hearing that, let's see here, as of yesterday, charged with 5 crimes, right? Let's see if these are right. We've got forgery, carrying a firearm without a license, tampering with records of identification, possessing instruments of crime, and false identification to law enforcement authorities.
All small charges in the state of Pennsylvania. Those are not the major charges. That was, hey, we see you, we have to charge you with something because you have this firearm, you have these documents. Okay, these are light charges, all misdemeanor charges, 1 felony in that state. But the big charge is obviously the murder in New York City. And so crazy part about it is I actually lived in that area that's outside of Pittsburgh. I've been there, played basketball there a number of times. Very smaller type of community, major difference from New York City to Altoona, Pennsylvania. So not sure how he got to that area because I know they're saying he's from the Maryland, D.C. area, but for sure major news for that small part of the country.
As you look at the whole entire, I mean, this has been a whirlwind of events, right? Some of the things that are popping up there is in the ghost gun. We've talked a lot about these ghost guns, how they're made and all that. Do you see this sparking new debate, and how do you even begin to prosecute these cases with ghost guns?
I think it is sparking debate. I mean, it's adding emphasis to what people have already said is a known problem within the law enforcement community, that you have these guns that are not traceable, right? That people can create at home, that they can make, and there are no serial numbers. I mean, and every state has their own process on how that works out anyway. But what I can, because some states don't have a registration for handguns anyway. Long guns may be a different process. There may not be a database, but these ghost guns are kind of off the radar. There's something that's kind of like, okay, we have our stockpile of guns, and now you have this kind of secondary gray market created for, like, you may get a part of a gun here, a part of a gun here, and create your own, or you're maybe printing it. All of that is making it problematic for law enforcement. Do I think it would create some new legislation? I'm not sure, but what I do think is the creation and the dialogue that's in the background on just the homicide itself. What's happening with this is opening up other debates and other dialogue that no one anticipated happening.
Does this seem like, if this is the exact person that committed the crime, and he will at some point go to trial, does this seem like an easy shut case here?
Does it seem like an open and shut case? My thought process, yes. Let's say, I mean, obviously anyone is, as a criminal defense attorney, I have an obligation to say that innocent till proven guilty. But I mean, if you have video, if you have the physical evidence, if you have the motive, if you have the documentation, if you have his fingerprints on the bullets, I mean, all those things will point to, okay, the evidence may be leading up to that. But I'm normally on the side of prosecutors over-prosecute. Prosecutors will overcharge and then try to figure out if they can roll back. In this case, I'm concerned and confused on why they went with the second-degree murder as opposed to first degree. Looking at these facts, talking about how he stood on the sidewalk, waited for him to come, drove there. If you had a plan, premeditation is the first key to first-degree murder. So I'm not understanding why it's not first. And then you go to trial, and then you try to figure out, well, okay, maybe these facts can't get there, and then we ask for a lesser charge. But they're starting at second, so maybe they know something that I don't know. But from my outlook, again, 50-foot view, it seems like you have all the things in place for first-degree murder.
Real quick, we have about 10 seconds. I know not a lot of time, but since there's a manifesto, do you try to get that thrown out? Because I feel like that's kind of the smoking gun right there. You wrote that you were going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to, I'm trying to get a motion to suppress everything. Anything that you grabbed or you acquired as law enforcement throughout this course of an investigation, if it was improperly acquired, I want it tossed, and yes, that would help my case as a defense. But there are so many other factors that I'm seeing right now that are physical evidence that looks like this, to your point, open and shut. It's going to be a hard case to defend.